Hey, what's going on, people? This your blind buddy. I had to take a little bit and gather myself. I don't mind everybody knowing that how real I am, and when I'm real, you can know everything about me because I ain't got nothing to hide. Cause I'm just like everybody I'm talking to. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
I ain't looking to be put on no pedestal. I'm looking to be heard. The things about when I say, it bothers me when somebody, when people don't, cause I know what I'm talking about is the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do completely.
Or I say when I look at this world and the way it's going, look at it, the things I hear, man, like I said, and all I could do is talk to God about things I hear. Things that's going on, this stuff like with Charlie Kirk, this Charlie Kirk thing. If people truly, and I'm talking to Caucasians, white people, all alike. If you truly believe in that man's message, man, then why don't you stand up? If you truly believe this man was a godly figure, why don't you stand up to what the actual truth is? If you still following money, you ain't following the truth. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand money is not who God is.
No.
And the things of money will come against the truth that go against it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set you a prime example. You take somebody that's in a church, these churches nowadays, all they teach is tithing. They don't teach against the bad behavior that people will rise up against. They teach more about tithing. How much can you give? And then when you start to give, it look like you will start to receive things that look like it's coming from God. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that come to the church, the church will welcome them in, and the people that's in the church, do you not realize these people associate with society? They can get you a job. It's nothing. And then when they get you a job, they want you to keep coming back. Because they done got you a job. They want you to keep putting in this pot. So it look like you flourishing. God doing for you because you're over here and you being taken care of. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, a lot of people that go to church, what to run a person away from church? When they go in there and look like their situation ain't changing none, it's like in the electric church, ain't nobody paying them no attention. Because you ain't got nothing to give. And a lot of the pastors don't realize, man, y'all dealing with the devil, dude. You dealing with the devil. If you truly in the spirit of God, you know God ain't finna have you going out here worshiping no money, man. Doing things that involve money, bringing people in to collect from them. You know what I mean? These are not things of God. Look at what you collected. And then look at what you're doing with it. A lot of preachers, man, if you any preacher that's done come through any path of roughness with God by yourself, you know what you're doing, man. You know God ain't gonna put you in no place where you gonna start paying homage to an engraven image. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ain't no place high enough that God gonna put you down here where money gonna replace him and his word. What you supposed to be telling the people that will go against this very thing. You can't do it because you ain't seen yourself that there are two gods in this book. That you had to go to school to learn how to be able to decipher and roll over the things that will cause division, like telling somebody about their bad behavior. This is what will cause division. But if you can bring people together by giving, everybody that give gonna automatically love each other because they giving. And they give and they receiving. Those that ain't got nothing to give are ostracized. They just shoot. You'll become a society of Levites more than a society of Christians. A society of stiff-necked Levites. You know what I mean? And you want to get down to the truth. Nobody wants to hear that part of the truth. But they'll understand that part of the truth where it comes into where, you know, the feast and the gold and the receptions of all the things of glory that make you look like you're basking in the fullness and the richness of God's bounty that He has bestowed upon your fashionable life. You living in a life full of bullshit. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Now, you want to denounce me as being Christian because I say the word bullshit? Nigga, you ought to listen at the words I'm telling you. Yeah, your God want to be proper, stand back in the forefront and look like an asshole. As He looks down upon the very people that He claimed He heaven. You know what? Want to make a person that need help, that's looking for God, fill out a stack of paperwork this big to get a piece of bread. Look down upon somebody with a, well, you know. I mean, I'm telling you, I was out on the street, man. This is no joke. I was out on the street since when I come out here, I'm like, and there was this lady standing on the sidewalk in the rain. She had done went and got some pizza. She pulled up in a Land Rover, had her children. It was out on a Sunday. After you can tell they done got out of church. Had on their nice little proper prim. They had the umbrellas with the frills around them. The kids were standing out there with their umbrellas. They had went to buy Little Caesars and got some pizza. And had it seated on a little table that they had put out right there on the corner for the homeless to come by and get the pizza if they wanted it. They just stood there by the table. The damn pizza didn't even have a cover on. The box was wet or something. The pizza just full of water. They stood there wondering why nobody would stop by and get a piece of their pizza. And they got mad and she shook the pizza and threw it in the garbage can. And like she was mad because nobody would stop and take her pizza. She was like, I'll never do this. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have even tried it. This is your idea. This is what you roll up in your Land Rover. God's people see you. God's people see your intent. The truth will spot you out when you living in this lie, and then you get mad at the people that you claim you haven't. Look at the way you having them. Yeah. All this fleshly thing, once you realize it's all about spiritual.
That's right, baby.
It's all in the spirit. You're entertaining the wrong God because there's a spiritual God and then there's a fleshly God. The fleshly God is in the Bible. Just like the spiritual God is in the Bible. Both of those gods are in the Bible. You have to be able to rightfully divide between the two. One of them will get you destroyed, and the other one will give you life forever lasting. Yeah? Come against it. I dare you. You want the truth to come upon you? Swiftly. Come against what I'm saying and watch and see what happens. Come against it. I don't care what kind of spells, I don't care what kind of witchery you try to come up. Guess what? The truth that's in that book that you have contaminated is fixing to stand up. I dare you to come against it. I dare you to come against it. You better back up out the way. Because any prevention will start your dissension to a place you don't want me to mention. I'm going to let you know. Playtime over. Ain't no more mercy. Mercy was asked for. Mercy was shown. It's up to God to give it to you. Hey, it's right here it's finna get real, bro. I ain't taking no prisoners. I'm taking life people. People that won't lie. Ain't no prisoners in heaven. We all live in a prison now. That's what this is. If you want the truth, you can get it. I hate to lose people. And when they think, oh, man, this is a spiritual warfare. And if you can't feel the spirit, then you are a fleshly being. And flesh has no place in a world where the spirit is gonna live anyway. So if you insist on living for the flesh and I make no sense to you, then all I can say is, my heart go out to you, prayers go up, and I pray that God have mercy on your soul, that you may see either him or them, where you made a mistake and you still get a chance to come away from the fire. Trust and believe, I know what I'm talking about. Eyes of a blind guy. Your blind buddy, man. We'll check you on the next one.